Welcome to the special Christmas edition of Braindate, the dating game show where we look into the contestants' minds and find out who's gifted and who's crackers. I am the Gold Brain, and it's time to meet the contestants. From the Blue Brains, we've got Stuart. Stuart runs a carpet cleaning business. What do you reckon is the worst mess you've ever had to clean up?
Vomit.
Who has the worst kind of houses? Is it students? Is it the
Carpet
rich?
cleaners actually have the worst carpet. Because they're too lazy to clean their own carpet.
It's not a good advertisement for the Pink Brains over here. But we'll keep on moving on. The second on the Blue Brains is Andrew. And he's a muso, recently moved from Byron. What do you play in your band?
The bass.
Do you know why in Africa the drums never stop? Because when they do stop, that's when the bass solo starts. All right, we'll move on to the third one in the Blue Brains, and that's Dan. And Dan's a big fan of Asian horror.
Yes.
The new breed, the old breed, what?
No, pretty much from Ring, sort of like, a few years after that. Yeah, Ring was the one that got it all started for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll meet the contestants from the Pink Brains. And first we have Colleen. She works with Scene Magazines, recently got back from the States.
Yes, that's right, a month.
How'd you go? Did you blow all your cash in Vegas?
Not all of it. I came out on up front, so I was pretty happy with that.
Did you loiter in strip bars and that kind of Vegas kind of thing?
Unfortunately, that was the intention, but as with the gay couple, they weren't really up to that. So that was fine. So we just oogled from the footpath.
Right, and we'll meet the second person from the Pink Brains, and this is Bodhi. And she's currently doing some work with Virgin, making magazines.
There's lots of exciting things going on. It's for cabin crew, so sending them someone next week rap jumping, which is forward abseiling, to swimming with dolphins, learning to fly. It's lots of good stuff.
The Mile High Club, do you do many articles on that?
Branson himself endorses it. But
did they publish who he was in the Mile High Club with?
Oh no, not
Ray
him.
Fiennes,
he was just
it?
promoting it.
Third of the Pink Brains is Cassandra, and she's into some sort of rollerblade violence.
No, it's roller derby. It's definitely derby, and it's on quad skates, so old school skates. So I like to skate in circle and knock bitches down, basically.
Watch out, Bodhi.
Sorry.
Let's get into Braindate, and the rules are very simple. First we show the contestants a prompt, and they have to write down the first thing that comes to mind. We then compare answers, and if two contestants wrote down the same thing, then they score a point. You can score and match with more than one person in each particular game, and the two contestants who score the most points together at the end of the show win. So let's jump into the first Christmassy question for this week. We're going to show the contestants 3 photos of people, and they have to say whose house they'd like to go round to for Christmas lunch. Look at the Blue Brains first, and we'll see whose place Stuart would like to go round to for Christmas dinner. Jesus.
He can make wine out of water.
It's never quite fun when you go around to somebody else's place for their birthday, though, is it? It's all about them. Andrew, how about you?
I went with Mr. Hankey because I sort of figured if the rest of the South Park crew was there, it'd be a more dysfunctional Christmas than normal.
Whether hanging around with 8-year-old boys, Andrew, is really the way to fight your match on Braindate. But let's have a look at Dan.
I went with Mr. Hankey as well. Apart from being a big Trey Parker fan, I figured I usually talk a lot of shit during Christmas, so might as well have a little bit more around.
Let's see if we get any matching from the Pink Brain. So if Colleen said Mr. Hankey or Jesus, she's in.
Well, there you go. I said Jesus.
Jesus. Colleen and Stuart find each other.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Bodhi?
I said the Grinch. I reckon he'd be a lot of fun. A bit of mischief.
Going around stealing other people's stuff. And Cass?
I picked the Grinch as well, because if he stole Christmas, I'd like to steal it back.
You'd elbow him like the roller
Yeah,
derby.
well, I would. Yeah, tackle him down for it. So that'd probably work.
So we only got a match between Colleen and Stuart there, and we'll move on to the next question. We're going to play the contestants 3 sounds, and they have to say which one they'd like for Christmas. All right, but let's see what the pink brain's made of that one. Colleen?
I wrote the pussycat. Just thought it'd be cool to have a little pussy for Christmas.
Me.
Couldn't help it.
Bodie?
So I didn't actually quite understand what we were.
What was going on?
No, I'm like 3 sorry.
So maybe we'll skip Bodie for that one. She's got no presents for this Christmas. We'll move on to Cass.
I want the pool table.
Do you see yourself as a bit of a shark?
No, I just figure if some people can play with their pussies, then I can play with balls. So,
Stuart, which one do you go for?
I got C. So you can turn the violin up real loud and annoy the neighbours on Christmas.
Andrew, how about you?
Yeah, I went with the pool table as well.
You love playing with balls too? All right, and Dan, how about you?
How about me? I thought I had an original answer. I went for pussy because, yeah, I'd like some pussy for Christmas.
That actually wasn't a cat, that was me playing the violin. But anyway, we'll move on to the next question, and we're going to show these contestants 2 photos, and they have to say which one they'd like to go to for their Christmas holiday. So Andrew, where do you reckon your holiday destination would be?
The snow I went for. Just because, you know, people want to get warm after they're cold.
Dan, how about you?
Yeah, I went for snow. I'm a cold weather person, and there's too much sand on the Gold Coast, so I thought I'd go for something a little different.
Stuart, do you complete the snow triad?
Snowman.
What are all these people living in Australia for? They're harking back to these European roots. Give it up! Christmas is always about prawns on the barbie, isn't it? And Bodie, are you a snow or are you a sand?
Definitely the beach.
Definitely the beach. Cassandra, a chance to jump ahead. Are you snow or beach?
yeah, I like it hot, so I picked the beach as well. Yeah.
Colleen?
Guess I'm not so hot.
Oh. Beautiful. Colleen matches with all the blokes there. Colleen moves into the front with 2 matches with Stuart, but we'll move into the last question for this round. We're going to show the contestants 3 videos, and they have to say which one is the most likely that they'll be doing on Christmas Day. Start with the pink brains this time, and Bodie?
Depends on where I am. Right, hopefully B, but likely C.
And Cassandra?
I would like to be unwrapping presents.
And Colleen, what was the answer you gave?
Probably after a few G&Ts, Panadol, I would say.
Bodie's written 2 answers.
Oh,
So
no.
she's going to match with everybody.
No, my answer is the second one.
Catching up with the one you missed out on.
Yeah, we'll let her catch up for the one she missed out on. So Andrew, what do you see yourself doing on Christmas Day?
I'm honest, I'll be probably taking Panadol after a big night.
Most people take Panadol as a preemptive strike against the day ahead on Christmas, I think, with some families anyway. Let's see what Dan said.
Well, my family, we celebrate a European Christmas, so we don't actually have presents on Christmas Day, so I'm hoping if I get my pussy for Christmas, then I'll be having sex.
That brings us to Stuart and his vacuum. What will you be doing on Christmas Day?
Damn violins would be driving me to pop pills, man.
So you score a match there with Colleen and with Bodie. So as we lead out to the break, Colleen's ahead on 3 points with Stuart, but it's a very close match, and we'll see you for the second round shortly.
The vagina, it's more of like, you know, it's the concealed. It's all about the concealed glove. That, oh, you didn't see that, isn't it? Here comes a rabbit. I tried that once. That was one of my fantasies, to do like a magic act where I could pull out a rabbit. Didn't work. I pulled out a baby.